Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Clearly Ambiguous. What are we talking about today? Well, as the title suggests, we are speaking about Mr. Diljit Dosanjh. And why are we talking about it? Well, this is not my favorite topic. I know people who are on this channel. I have seen my commentary on President Trump and so on and so forth. But today we are talking about Mr. Dosanjh. And before we start talking about Mr. Dosanjh, let's talk about the fact that why am I speaking and making this video today? See, with all the controversy that is revolving around his upcoming movie, which will be, according to him, now released globally and not in India, so on and so forth, there is always people who are expressing against the said actor and the project, and there are now people coming out in his support. And there is nothing wrong with either side. They are within their rights to do it. But, as the people speaking up against the actor and the project seem to be more organic in their, sharing their views, it seems like the people who are speaking for the actor seems to be more concerted PR exercise more. And why do I say that? Because, when you see all that is being said, you see very similar posts. So you see very similar language every time, right? And there are a few things that I noticed. One was, which is very unique, which I saw this time around, is that somebody who is probably speaking against Diljit right now or his movie right now, there are people who are questioning, right? There was this, even my friends, within my friend circle, there was somebody who shared a post and said, people who have not done anything in their lives are now speaking up against Diljit Dosanjh. And my point to them is, since when did it become mandatory to share the achievements of your life before you criticize anybody in this country? 95% of people in this country have not played anything more than gully cricket. But then again, they seem to have opinions about how Kohli should bat or how a particular team should set its fielding, right? Most of us have probably not been in political office, yet we can criticize anybody from the Prime Minister downwards, right? So, the same way that anybody who can speak in his favor, that is the same right people have to speak against him. See, you can speak against anyone and everyone. I understand now people will start saying, well, there are reasonable restrictions. Yes, there are reasonable restrictions, and you can speak against anyone and whatever words you'd like to use unless they do not amount to criminal intimidation, right? So I think somebody just expressing their strong views on Mr. Dosanjh working with a Pakistani actress, and the very same actress who called us cowards after Operation Sindoor. And that's the point, that's the rub, right? And that's the rub that we had with Fawad Khan as well. While those people, they're Pakistani actors, they do not mind going to any extent to support their country. We feel a little dejected when our actors do the same. And actually, we shouldn't, because we are not the same country as Pakistan is. In Pakistan, the Supreme Court of Pakistan has allowed the Pakistani military to try civilians in military courts, which is not the case with India, right? So, yes, saying that, Mr. Dosanjh is above criticism or above public opinion, well, that would be wrong, isn't it? So anyways, another thing is, why does this keep happening to us? And why will it keep happening to us as well? The number one thing is that we are magnanimous people, right? We have the magnanimity of saying that, let's be the bigger people. And the reason why a lot of people in this country right now are not choosing to be magnanimous enough and saying, you know what, forget it, it's okay. Let him act with anyone. The reason that is happening right now is because we are fed up. We've had it. We've had it with this neighbor who's been at it. And another point, a lot of people ended up saying everything was normal. When was it normal? Yes, there was a lull, but before Pahalgam, Raisi happened. And you can keep going back, and you can keep going to the origin of this country, this neighbor of ours in 1947, and since that point of time, this is what happens. And we always show magnanimity. And look where magnanimity gets us. And that's the reason why Operation Sindoor happened. We had had enough. Right? Somebody ended up saying, well, he waves the Indian flag after all of his concerts. Fine by me. I'm proud of him if he does. But I'm more proud about the soldiers who probably do not wave the flag as much, but do a lot more than what Mr. Dosanjh would do for this country. Right? So there is no thing like, okay, he does this much and he does this much. Are we going to go through that? Are we going to now be classist in saying that, certain people who probably are not educated enough, or probably who do not hold a particular public office, or probably have not done a degree in media and television, can probably not question an actor or his motives? Since when did that become the norm, right? When we can question a Kohli, we can question a Diljit Dosanjh. When we can question a Amitabh Bachchan, we can question Diljit Dosanjh. So simple as that, right? And we've had enough of this. We want Aman Ki Asha with someone who would likes to steal our Aman and Chain all the time. And we are not even entitled to get, angry at this. See, we are expecting something. Of course, I'm sure Mr. Dosanjh is not going to do anything about it, because another thing, something that it's our problem. I'll tell you, it's our problem. Because for us, we forgive and forget because of our magnanimity. Our public memory is short. And come the next project, we'll say, it's okay. We don't care, yaar. He acted in that movie. That movie we ignored, we'll watch the next one. Yaar. Chalo, no worries. And that's okay as well. I'll support that point. That if he, but if we are thinking that he is going to say, you know what, and no matter how much we scream and shout, he's going to say he's not going to do it in future, well, as you can see, he's got a lot of support out there and he can choose to ignore. Right? Because at this point of time, I think he feels that he has the global outreach out there, that he can choose to ignore a certain section of the Indian crowd who is probably making noise against his movie. Right? And the choice is yours. The choice, if it is his choice to say or do what he can, it's our choice. We can do whatever we want, right? And what we can do is just ignore him for a while. I am definitely, against people who become very, on both sides, who become very toxic in their support. No. Words can be used, and you can criticize and still remain a little civilized. So that's what we can do and we should do, so that he can listen to us in future and say that, okay, probably yes. Anyways, and even if he doesn't do it, we should not get very disappointed at it, because then again he has a lot of support and he can choose to ignore us, as I said earlier. What are your views about this? Please do mention in the comment section. Please keep it civilized. That's all I expect. Right? We can all be civilized, and criticism is part of a civilized, country, unlike our neighbors. Anyways, that's all I'd like to say about this. Please like, share, comment, and please do subscribe to our channel as well. So thanks for watching. Keep watching. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye for now.